What's up, internet? Repel here, and let's just get right onto it. We got a Wi-Fi battle for you. I got a new mixture of team. I got the Gigalith, Vikavolt, Turtonator, Tsareena, Azumarill, and Palossand. I'm not gonna lie, this battle was quite a lot of fun. We're gonna go jump in this battle now, and it was a medium length battle. Start out with Gigalith here because I want to set up some Stealth Rocks, and my opponent boldly goes into Mamoswine. I'm weak to Earthquake, but at the same time, Mamoswine is actually weak to Rock. And usually most Mamoswines are Focus Sash, so I'm pretty sure he'll just go for Stealth Rocks first, so I have nothing to fear. As a matter of fact, he does go for Stealth Rocks, so therefore I can actually just stay in and go for my own Stealth Rocks. So in turn 1, we got Stealth Rocks on both sides of the field. Very nice. My opponent here is obviously not a beginner. Now he does go for Earthquake. Now I actually can live one Earthquake, unless this Mamoswine was carrying a Life Orb. And lo and behold, my opponent is carrying a Life Orb. I honestly did not expect him to carry a Life Orb. Usually most Mamoswines carry the Focus Sash because they want to send them out early and just set up Stealth Rocks. But that is okay. I'm going to go in Tsareena. Now I could go for Rapid Spin. However, I'm Choice Scarf, and I'm figuring that my opponent will actually stay in. Somehow I just knew my opponent would actually stay in, and I'm kind of glad that I predicted my opponent to stay in, so I was able to revenge kill that Mamoswine pretty darn easily with my Choice Scarf, high jump kicking Tsareena. Now she does go into the Arcanine, and it does have Intimidate, so I'm pretty sure it's a defensive Arcanine. Honestly, you don't really see people running offensive Arcanines anymore. It's a little bit sad, because honestly, offensive Arcanine still works pretty well. Switching out, and he's going to Turtonator in case he wants to go for a Will-O-Wisp. And turns out he actually went for a Toxic. I'm like, oh, sweet. That's actually pretty good. Pretty good strategy there. However, my Turtonator actually has Rest, so I can actually heal my Toxic if I wanted to. Did not expect Toxic, but either way, it works well for me since I do have Rest. This is why I like using Rest. At least one Pokemon in my team that has Rest. I don't always have it, but it's always nice to have a Rester in my team. Just gonna stay in. Let's see what he's gonna do. Usually most Arcanines just have like Toxic or Will-O-Wisp, and then Morning Sun, Flare Blitz, and Extreme Speed. Or maybe even a Burn Up. That's just my guess. Usually that's it. They don't really have anything else, so I figured I'm just gonna stay in and just go for an early rest. Just kind of scout what he's gonna do. Sandstorm does subside. That's good. And he's actually withdrawing because he cannot do anything to me. And actually, I really couldn't do anything to him either. Now he does go into Dragonite, and I'm so glad that I did set up my Stealth Rocks so that this Dragonite's multi-scale will break. And I'm gonna go for a Sleep Talk. Hopefully, I can get a Will-O-Wisp. And I don't get a Will-O-Wisp. It's very unfortunate. Now, obviously, once we see Dragonite, yes, he's starting to go for Dragon Dance. And once we see Dragon Dance on a Dragonite, we also can tell that he most likely has a Lumberry. Meaning, if I burn him this turn, he'll just eat a Lumberry and heal himself. So I do go for a Sleep Talk, and let's see what I get. I actually do get Will-O-Wisp, which is really nice, and I actually land it. So far, so good. I'm actually not missing my attacks. However, like I predicted, my opponent does have the Lumberry and it will heal him. But you know what, I figured I actually can live 1+1 Earthquake because I am Bold Nature. I am invested in HP and defense. I'll actually take a +1 Earthquake coming from Dragonite. I wake up, I go for the Will-O-Wisp. Luckily, I land it again, and there you go. This Dragonite is now completely useless. I mean, like, completely useless. Now, my other move is, of course, Shell Trap, and it works really well. However, I do kind of want to go for a rest here because I want to preserve my Turtonator, and I'm figuring that my opponent might actually just go for more Dragon Dances so that he can sort of nullify his burn. However, he's going to have to go for quite a few Dragon Dances if he wants to even dent my team, because I have one hell of a bulky ass team. My Turtonator as my physical wall, my Palossand as my physical wall, and of course, I did have the Gigalith, which was my special defensive wall, but it died way too early. And it'll be a little bit sad, honestly. It's going to be a bit sad. You guys will see that losing my Gigalith was a big mistake on my part. I should have preserved it. So even going for 2 Dragon Dances, this Turtonator still takes that Dragon Dance really well. Over half, actually. He lives with over half HP. And I really don't know what to do here. It's like I can't even roll my Shell Trap, and I don't think Shell Trap actually works with Sleep Talk. So I think I might change it up. I might change up Shell Trap with just like, I don't know, Fire Blast or something. So I'm getting out of here, switching out, and I'm going to go into Azumarill now, expecting the Outrage. Because honestly, Earthquakes aren't doing anything to me. He's better off actually just go for an Outrage or Dragon Claw. But turns out he's actually going to go for his third Dragon Dance. That's a little bit scary now, okay? Once we see the third Dragon Dance, he sort of nullifies his burn. And obviously, I still can absorb a Dragon move because I am a Fairy type. However, he will go for his +3 Earthquake. Keep in mind, he is burned. The Dragonite is burned, but it still does a decent amount. I'm not going to lie, that did like 60%. I have no choice, go for a Play Rough. Luckily, I landed. I mean, that's pretty good. Like, I've missed Play Roughs a lot before, so... Down it goes, and now the Alakazam can come out and revenge kill me. This is why I wish I have preserved my Gigalith, because my Gigalith was my special defensive wall. Not to mention, with Sandstorm, Rock-type Pokemon gets a bigger boost in special defense. So I have no choice but to switch into the only thing that can take one stab Psychic coming from Alakazam, and which is my Tsareena, and my Tsareena can't even take it that well. My opponent actually switches out. I was just going to go for like the Rapid Spin here. He goes into the Arcanine. I'm like, alright, that's fine, I don't care. I'm going to get my Rapid Spin. I'm going to blow away his rocks. Like, I don't care what he does. His Mamoswine is gone. His Mamoswine is dead. I can fully go for Rapid Spin, and that'll be it. However, my opponent actually reveals that he has Rocky Helmet. And because Rapid Spin was my last move before dying, that means I did not actually successfully spin away those rocks. I did not spin away those rocks because my opponent finished me off with a Rocky Helmet. That's very sad. That's very crucial. Had I Rapid Spun those rocks away, this battle would have been so different. But it's unfortunate. I lost my only Rapid Spinner now, and obviously that's not going to do a favor to my team. I mean, yes, my opponent does have rocks on his side of the field too, but it's just so much better if I had spun those away. So we are in quite of a pickle here, Turtonator versus Arcanine, and like Turtonator just can't do anything to Arcanine, and Arcanine can't do anything to Turtonator. You know, he has Morning Sun, I have Rest. He cannot Toxic me. His best moves are just Fire moves. My best moves are just Fire moves as well. Maybe I'll change it up. Maybe I'll remove my Shell Trap and give it like Dragon Pulse or something. I don't know, but here comes the Alakazam again. Alakazam does have Magic Guard, so he doesn't get hurt by any rocks. That's really awesome. And he's just gonna go for Shadow Ball. I could see why he would go for Shadow Ball. But honestly, he does get that freaking special defense drop. I was like, crap. He gets a special defense drop, and honestly, I don't have any more switches to this freaking Alakazam. You know, my Gigalith died, and now my Tsareena died too. I have no choice. I really don't know what to do here. I was hoping maybe I can get a Will-O-Wisp, but really, is there really any point for me to get a Will-O-Wisp? At this point, I just had to let something die. This is obviously my Turtonator. Turtonator pretty much did its thing, I suppose, since that Dragonite is gone. So now I'm going to go Palossand here, and hopefully, my Shadow Ball can kill. I know I can live one Shadow Ball from this Alakazam. My opponent actually switches out. I'm very surprised, because I don't think my Shadow Ball can kill. I really don't think my Shadow Ball could kill the Alakazam. But it does go into Muk, which resists Palossand's Shadow Ball. However, my Palossand also knows Earth Power, and that'll do quite a lot to Muk. Yes, this Muk can go for the knockoff. Most Muks do know knockoff, and I'm expecting the knockoff. It's going to do extra more simply because I am carrying a knock-offable item. In this case, he knocks off my leftovers, so that does extra more. But I'm going to go for Shore Up now, so the next knockoff won't do as much, which is fantastic. I'm playing at a huge disadvantage here, but you know, I'm still trying to play as smart and as wise as I can, honestly. Simply because my opponent sort of has the upper hand right here. Now he does go for the Poison Jab. I could see why he would do that. I resist it, however, he wants to get that lucky poison, and he does get it in that first Poison Jab. I went for a Shore Up because I really thought he might actually go for a knockoff again. But honestly, I guess I should have just went for the Earth Power. Had I known he went for the Poison Jab, I think I would have comfortably just went for the Earth Power. I think Earth Power, it would be like a nice 2-hit KO. But with Poison, I don't think I can live 2 knockoffs. So this Muk actually just might outlast me now, thanks to that poison. So as we can see, yeah, see that knockoff does around like 40%. But with 2 knockoffs plus poison, that actually would just probably kill me off. Now that I think about it, I don't think even 2... Well, I don't even think 2 Earth Powers can kill. Or maybe it can, actually. Maybe 1 more Earth Power can kill this Muk. But yeah, like I said, it's thanks to that poison. This Muk can actually finish me off. It's very unfortunate. Honestly, I love Muk. Muk is one of my favorite poison types. It hits really hard, and it has great abilities like Poison Touch and, you know, Gluttony. I'm gonna go to Azumarill now. I do outspeed this Muk. I actually do. And honestly, my opponent can just let this Muk go down and then revenge kill my Azumarill with an Alakazam. He's actually switching out. I don't really see why. He's at such a high advantage right now that there's really no reason for him to go switch out. And of course I would go for a Waterfall. Like, there's no reason for me not to go for a Waterfall. Play Rough only does neutral, and Play Rough might have a chance to miss, so why would I even bother going for a Play Rough? I'd rather just go for a Waterfall. It does completely one-shot that Arcanine though, that is hilarious. But of course, Muk will come back out, and he will just go for that obvious Shadow Sneak. I am locked in the choice band. I'm switching out, expecting the Shadow Sneak, and I'm gonna go Vikavolt here. But it's thanks to Stealth Rocks and even the Shadow Sneak. Obviously, Vikavolt will get hurt by quite a lot, not gonna lie. And like I said, I can finish this Muk. I really can. However, he still outspeeds me. My team isn't very fast, I'm not gonna lie. He does get that crit though. I think that crit actually mattered there. But as you guys can see, this Muk was doing quite a lot of work to me. It's unfortunate. I really wanted to use my Vikavolt slightly more, but yeah, that unfortunate crit, man. That unfortunate crit. Like, Vikavolt literally did not do anything this turn. I promise you, though, Vikavolt will do something next battle. Thank you so much, Toby. That was a good battle nonetheless. Viewers, if you guys even remotely learned something in this battle, please let me know. I try to upload, you know, any type of battles I can, you know, even my losses, so that I can try to make it as refreshing as possible for viewers just like you. Thank you so much once again. I'll see you guys next time.